Let us enjoy breathing together. This is a guided meditation. We invite the Buddha to breathe with our lungs. And we invite the Buddha to sit with our back. Dear Buddha, my lungs are still good. Please use my lungs and enjoy breathing in. My back is also good, so please make good use of my back, my backbone, and sit. We may invite Jesus Christ to breathe with our lungs and sit with our back. They are inside of us. They are the best part of us. I invite the Buddha to breathe. I invite the Buddha to sit. Buddha breathing, Buddha sitting. Buddha is breathing, Buddha is sitting. I enjoy breathing, I enjoy the sitting. Buddha is the breathing. Buddha is the sitting. I am the breathing. I am the sitting. There is only the breathing, there is only the sitting. There is no one breathing, there is no one sitting. There is peace while the breathing is there. There is happiness while the sitting is there. Peace is the breathing. Happiness is the sitting. Good morning, dear friends. Today is August the 24th in the year 2011. We are on our last day of the retreat, Body and Mind are one. There is the story of someone walking with Jesus Christ, but he did not know that he is walking with Jesus until they arrive at the inn and they stay overnight together. And the next morning when they woke up, the food was served. And the man recognized Jesus sitting across the table just because the way he break the bread, he poured the wine. So you recognize the Buddha through the way he breathes and through the way he sits. Only Buddha can breathe like that. Only a Buddha can sit like that. Only Jesus Christ can break the bread like that. Only Jesus Christ can pour the wine like that. So we are our action, our karma. We are nothing but our action. We are made of our action, our thought, our speech, and our bodily act. And every day we produce thought, we produce speech, and we produce action, and that is us. There are thoughts, and there is no thinker outside of the thoughts. What is important is thoughts are there, and you don't need a thinker who exists outside of thought. The act of breaking the bread, that is Jesus. The act of pouring the wine is Jesus. The quality of the breathing is the Buddha itself. The quality of sitting is the Buddha itself. And when you invite the Buddha to breathe, you know he knows how to breathe. His quality, the quality of his breathing, you can recognize. And when there is a breath, an in-breath going on like that, you know that Buddha is there. Because the in-breath is bringing mindfulness and making everything alive, and making the body and the mind become one, and make you fully present in the here and the now. Only a Buddha can breathe like that. And when we breathe, we see the Buddha, we see that quality of breathing, we know the Buddha is there. We don't need a breather. And when the Buddha sits, the quality of his sitting with solidity and freedom and relaxation, we know the Buddha is there. And the Buddha is the sitting itself. We don't need a sitter that exists separately from the sitting. Jean-Paul Sartre said that man is the sum of his act, very close to the teaching. We are our own action. And when this body disintegrates, our action continues in several forms. We continue always. So when we invite the Buddha to breathe and to sit, we are sure that the breathing, the quality of the breathing and the sitting must be very good. We don't have to breathe, we don't have to sit. We are allowed, we invite the Buddha in us to breathe and to sit. And we just enjoy the breathing and enjoy the sitting. That is the first part of the guided meditation. I invite the Buddha to breathe. I invite the Buddha to sit. I don't have to breathe. I don't have to sit. I invite the Buddha to breathe. I invite the Buddha to sit. I don't have to breathe. I don't have to sit. The Buddha is doing everything. And he's doing it beautifully. The breathing and the sitting. And because I recognize that quality of breathing and of sitting, I know the Buddha is there. The Buddha is not something abstract. It's very real because you recognize the quality of the breathing, the quality of the sitting. So much peace, so much calm, so much serenity and joy. So the first gatha is I invite the Buddha to breathe. I invite the Buddha to sit. I don't have to breathe. I don't have to sit. And the next gatha is Buddha is breathing. Buddha is sitting. I enjoy the breathing. I enjoy the sitting. Because the quality of breathing is very high. The quality of the sitting is also very high. And I enjoy. So the second gatha is Buddha is breathing. Buddha is sitting. I enjoy breathing. I enjoy sitting. Very pleasant. This is one guided meditation I like very much, and I myself practice it a lot. Not only the time of sitting, but also the time of lying. Buddha is breathing, Buddha is resting. I don't have to breathe, I don't have to rest. The Buddha do it everything. I just enjoy it. Buddha is breathing, Buddha is walking. I don't have to breathe, I don't have to walk. I let the Buddha do everything, I just enjoy. It works wonderfully. One day I found myself in the street of the city of Seoul in South Korea. We was about to start a walking meditation. Thousands of people came, and a forest of camcorder surrounded me. It's impossible to walk. There's no path to walk. I was surrounded by hundreds of cameramen, and I gave up. I said, Buddha, please breathe for me. Buddha, walk for me. I withdraw. And then Buddha come up, and he began to breathe, and he began to walk, and people make a way for the Buddha to go. It works very well. So you have to trust the Buddha in you. She knows how to do it. Invite him to breathe, invite him to sit, and you enjoy the breathing, you enjoy the walking, the sitting. So the second part of the exercise is Buddha is breathing, Buddha is sitting. I just enjoy the breathing, I just enjoy the sitting. Very pleasant. I assure you, it's very pleasant. And you can repeat and repeat and repeat. You don't have to go to the next part of the exercise. Stay as long as you want. It's very healing, it's very refreshing. Buddha is breathing, Buddha is walking. I just enjoy the breathing, I just enjoy the walking. Buddha is breathing, the Buddha is resting. I enjoy the breathing, I enjoy the resting. And we move to the next gatha. Buddha is the breathing, Buddha is the sitting. You recognize the Buddha in the quality, in the breathing of a high quality. You should not find a Buddha outside of that wonderful breathing, because we are only our action. There is action, there is no actor. There is no actor separated from the action. Buddha is the breathing, it's very clear. Buddha is the sitting, it's very clear. And you know, you are sure that is the Buddha because the quality of the breathing, the quality of the sitting. You know that it is Jesus Christ because that man, the way of breaking the bread, the way of pouring the wine, that is Jesus. There is no Jesus outside of that. Buddha is the breathing, Buddha is the sitting. I am the breathing, I am the sitting. In quantum physics, you find out that force and matter are just two aspects of the same thing. Energy and matter, force and matter. Buddha is the breathing, Buddha is the sitting. I am the breathing, I am the sitting. That's meditation, that is insight. There is only the breathing, there is only the sitting. There is no breather, there is no sitter. That is the next part of the gatha. There is only the breathing, karma, action. There is only the sitting, action. There is no one breathing, there is no one sitting. When you say the wind blows, it's very funny. Because if it is not blowing, it's not the wind. So the wind is the blowing itself. There is no blower outside. Right? The same thing is true. It's like the rain is falling. It's also very funny because if it does not fall, it's not the rain. The falling is the rain. There is no faller outside of the rain. So there is only the breathing. There is only the sitting. There is no one doing the breathing. There is no one doing the breathing. There is the thought. There is no thinker. And the thinker and the thought, they are not two separate things. They are just one. There is only the breathing. There is only the sitting. There is no breather. There is no sitter. And we move to the next. Peace is there while the breathing is going on. Happiness is there when the sitting is going on. We should find the peace and happiness right in the breathing, in the sitting. Peace is the breathing. Happiness is the sitting. So the last part of the Gatha is peace is there during the breathing. Happiness is there during the sitting. Peace is the breathing itself. Happiness is the sitting itself. And this exercise can bring a lot of joy, happiness, healing, and help us to touch the true nature of no self, touch the nature of emptiness and interbeing. It's a very simple exercise. I invite the Buddha to breathe. I invite the Buddha to sit. I don't have to breathe. I don't have to sit. The Buddha is breathing. The Buddha is sitting. I enjoy breathing. I enjoy sitting. The Buddha is the breathing. The Buddha is the sitting. I am the breathing. I am the sitting. There is only the breathing. There is only the sitting. There is no one breathing. There is no one sitting. Peace while breathing. Happiness while sitting. Peace is the breathing. Happiness is the sitting. It's a wonderful exercise. I would like to offer, transmit it to you so that you can enjoy your practice of sitting, walking, lying down, resting. Instead of saying breathing, sitting, you say breathing, resting, or breathing, walking. And we can always generate the energy of joy and peace and happiness, and also maintain the insight, touch the insight of no self.